international student coming into the U.S., or if you work in the same field that I do. But I am a immigration advisor for international students at my school. Basically, I advise any student coming into the U.S. on a primarily F1 or J1 visa type about their regulations, how to stay in status, but also hopefully as a way to connect them with the entire campus as a whole. As you can imagine, going to college for the first time without your family there, it's hard enough as it is. I can't imagine how hard it must be to, fly on a plane 18 hours to a place where people aren't speaking a language that you're used to hearing every day, and trying to follow rules and regulations, trying to navigate this huge campus that I work at. But I really love my job. I love how many different people from different countries I get to meet, how much I get to learn about different cultures, different religions, and it really is. It's just amazing that I get to do it. I get, sometimes it's, it can be a really stressful job. It can be very stressful, but it's also so rewarding, and at times so fun. Okay. The next is the appearance section, which, not that fun. Hair color. It is blonde. It has always been blonde. Sometimes I'll put things on the underneath like fun colors. For a while I've had purple. Right now it's back to just being blonde. I've been blonde since I was little, and I always think I'm getting bored with it, but then I try to change it and I freak out. So I guess I'll just be sticking blonde. What is your hair length? It's about to my shoulder, past my shoulders or so. Nothing too long or too short. What is your eye color? I have on my driver's license it says gray, but they're kind of a blue-gray with some green in there too. I also have some yellow flecks in there. They're not really hazel, just not, one definite color. I can make them look more green or more blue by whatever I wear or whatever I put on there. What is your best feature? That probably is my eyes. They're really big. Like on my face, I don't ever wear lipstick or anything like that because my eyes are so big. I just feel like I end up looking goofy whenever I wear lipstick, because I have these huge eyes, and then because my lips are they're a little pouty looking, so then I just end up looking like a fish, or I don't know, I feel so weird. Braces. I have never had braces. I wish so much that my parents had got me braces, because my teeth are not, like crazy crooked, but especially the bottom ones, they are like I don't know. I'm feeling them right now. That doesn't help. I'm feeling on them, but they're like a really crooked fence or something down there that jet out. They're different layers, and it's just the top ones aren't as bad. And the reason we didn't get braces is because there technically is nothing wrong with them. They're perfectly aligned. They're just a little crooked in the front. back up. But we'll see. Do you have any tattoos? Actually, I just got one today. I got my first tattoo today. It is a line from one of my favorite poems. In case you couldn't tell, I kind of like poems. It's from The Layers by Stanley Kunitz. And mine says, live in the layers, not on the litter. Which, you kind of have to read it to understand, but it's basically a way of saying that our lives are composed of many layers. There are many facets to it, and everything we go through kind of composites itself. It gets pressed down to make a layer of our life. And sometimes, when everything's on top, it looks like a big old mess, and it looks like it's wrong. And it's important to live within live your life with everything that's already been processed. Live with how you know yourself. Live within the truth that you already have. And don't get overwhelmed by what's on top. Because it'll either wash away or it'll just make another layer for you later. And that sounded really deep. But I guess that's how I explain it. Much less deep. Are you a righty or a lefty? Righty. I always wanted to be ambidextrous when I was little. I used to practice, which I sound so lame, but I really did practice. And because I always had this strange childhood fear that I would break my right arm and then have to use my left arm and then not be able to do my homework. You know, typical child worries. Okay, let's see what the next section is. Looks like it is a list of firsts. First, best friend. Well, we moved around a lot when I was little. So my first real best friend was probably my sister. She's about 3.5 years younger than I am. And I remember when she was born, I was beyond ecstatic. And we've been so close ever since. It's a very unique bond, I think. It's almost sometimes, I've never been a twin. Sometimes I think that'd be neat, but I think we're as close to being twins as you can be. We don't look much alike, but we have a connection in the brain. We get each other. First award. Oh, that's just sad. It's probably for spelling, for attendance, for something lame like that. I was an extremely nerdy child, and not in a way where, I was self-conscious about it or knew about it. I just was so into learning and so into, I just loved it. I loved reading. I loved doing everything. And I loved doing spelling bees. And I loved, I remember we got to learn our state capitals in 5th grade. You had to learn how to spell them all and recite them all. And you also had to learn all the presidents in order. like, oh, these songs are so saccharine. But then other times I'm like, this reflects my soul, and I like weep openly. Other times they're like just so peppy to listen to. I also really love Bright Eyes. I love I love a lot of indie rock, a lot of indie folk, especially. I mean, I'm Southern. I don't like country music, but like per se, like a lot of the really, not even twangy, just tacky stuff I don't like. But like, you give me some Hank Williams Jr., I can handle that. Or Johnny Cash. Give me some Johnny Cash. I'll work with that. But my favorite is still the Smiths. I also love the Beatles, which isn't really unique, but I do love them. Favorite book? Oh, that's tough. Favorite novel? I have a couple. I love Catch-22. I love The Bell Jar. I love basically anything Vonnegut has ever written. I mean, I just love it all. I mean, I think Slaughterhouse-Five is amazing. I read, what's the most recent one I've read? Breakfast of Champions. I've read Sirens of Titan. I've read, I'm working on Mother Night. I'm trying to get it in from the library. Some person, whoever you are out there, has lost it, and now they have to reorder it. I guess I should just buy it. But favorite magazine? I enjoy reading Cosmo for humor. I don't think anybody in their right mind ever has read Cosmo and been, like, this is really applicable to my love life. I think I will apply this. I don't think anybody's ever done that. But some of the suggestions are so funny because they're supposed to be from a guy, and they're not from a guy. I actually like reading it with my husband because it's just so stupid. Favorite shoes? Flat sandals with a strap in the back. No heel. Don't give me any heels. I hate heels. I really don't like socks. Even in the winter, I hate socks. But, I wear them because I don't want to get no stinky feet. But I love in the summer when you can wear, like, gladiator sandals and sandals with just like a little hook in the back. Let's see, what's the next section? It is the currently section. Currently, how are you feeling? I'm feeling a little tired. It's 2 a.m. here. I really should go to sleep. I am currently married, as single or taken. More than both of us are married, so sorry. Currently eating. I am not eating anything, but I am drinking a strawberry daiquiri because they're good. I will sip it right now. Delish. I'm currently listening to the sweet melodic sound of my own voice. Also, my dogs somewhere in the distance keep rattling. They've got their little name tags on their collar, and they keep coming in here and jumping on the bed, and then I have to stop and delete their little crinkly sounds. But I'm hearing that too. Currently I am thinking about starting graduate school. I can't get it off my mind. I'm really nervous, but I'm excited. I am currently watching, right now on the side of my screen, I am terrified of clowns, and for some reason, there is the best scenes from Stephen King's It as a side thing on the side for me to look at. Why is that on my suggestions? They know that is why I'm so scared. I am so scared of clowns that I don't even like, because I'm terrified because my mom actually exactly 2 children. No more than 3, for sure. But got their names picked out and everything. I love kids. Do you want to be married? Well, I'm already married. I hope to stay that way. What careers do you have in mind? I would like to stay working with international students. I'm hoping to actually become a counselor at some point for culture shock therapy, and also maybe to be a director for international student integration into the community and into the campus population, because right now it seems a little isolated. Maybe some programming. We'll see. Where do I want to live? I kind of like where I live, which if I would have told myself that 5 years ago, I would have kicked myself, because I'm always like, I don't want to live here anymore. But if anything, I'd like to move a little further south, or I've always had a soft spot for Washington, Oregon, and even Northern California. I wish there was a place where it was autumn all the time, because it's just so beautiful. I love autumn, and I love spring, but I love autumn more, because, I don't know, if you're from a place with, trees that lose their leaves, deciduous or whatever they're called, it has this certain smell to it. It smells outside where I'm from. It smells like pumpkins, and it smells like almost like cinnamon. I don't know how to describe fallen leaves. They're the most amazing thing in the world. I wish I could bottle it and spray it around my house. I believe many candle companies have attempted to do that, but it just ends up smelling like a ginger snap factory in there. But anyway, I'd like to live somewhere that has autumn. The last section is a little more personal, I think, and it's asking what you believe in. First one is, do you believe in God? I think I don't have a way to prove yes or no, and I know it's supposed to be about faith, but I have problems with faith. I believe that there is something out there. I feel like the concept of God that I was taught when I was little may not be what I believe in, but I'm not an atheist. A little more of a confused or concerned agnostic. Who's having, make your own definitions of what God is. Do you believe in miracles? Yeah, there's some things you can't explain, and I don't think even, maybe not the technical term in the sense, but for me, there are things that are miracles every day, and maybe that's an overuse of the word, but maybe they're not miracles, they're miraculous to me. Like the birth of a baby, the fact that a woman's body can grow a baby, and then birth a baby, and be able to feed a baby. That's just mind-blowing to me. And I realize that's not a miracle, because that happens every day. So maybe it's not a miracle, it's more just awesome. Awe-inducing. I don't think that, and maybe I just don't, I find it hard to believe that God comes down and grants an individual miracle for one person. But world that can complement you and complete you in ways that you may not realize. And it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic love. I think you can have friends that you're friends, soulmates, kindred spirits, as Anna Green Gables would call them. I do believe in that. Do you believe in ghosts? Yes, to an extent. I'm one of those people, and you probably have already gathered that from this. I see both sides to everybody's argument. I think some shows, such as the paranormal shows on like sci-fi, sometimes I'm like, really? This is, we're half an hour and we're chasing around some creaky floorboards. But then there are other times when it is so real that I can't explain it, and I'm not going to sit here and deny it. Do you believe in aliens? Well, I think it's pretty self-centered to think that we are the only life form in the entire universe, and then the universe is out after that, and after that. I mean, there are multiple universes. They may not be exactly like us. Like, I don't think there are 5 of me in alternate dimensions or anything like that. But I think that I have to acknowledge that I don't know, and that I think there's a good chance. I think there's more of a chance that there's something out there than there's not anything out there, and that we're the only form of intelligent life. I can't say that. Do you believe in heaven? I think I have to believe in heaven, or I will weep openly. We'll just leave it at that. Do you believe in hell? This is where it gets hard for me, because I feel like there has to be something, because some people are not good people. They are inherently bad people, and I'm not one of those kind of people that, there's not many people that I think that about, but some people, I can't see them being in heaven, and I don't know if maybe that means that they're just nowhere, but that doesn't seem really fair either, because if you just do everything you want all your life and then you're nowhere, what did you lose? I don't know. This is why I'm not a theologian. It's also why I have such a hard time figuring out what exactly I believe, because there's just so many questions. And this isn't really lame to ask after this. Do you believe in kissing on the first date? Whatever. Do what you want. Okay, I didn't really have that many first dates. I had like 3 first dates, and I kissed on one of those first dates. So, and then the other one, he wanted to kiss on the first date, and I was like, oh, I don't think this is gonna work out, bucko. So I'm not gonna kiss somebody I don't want to kiss on. But, whatever. No, sex on the first date is just trashy. But also, I don't know, I'm kind of an old soul about that. Do I believe, lastly, in myself? Yes. Yes, I do. Sometimes, I lack confidence, especially in like social settings where I'm not familiar with people. I have a hard time being myself. job. I'm always kind of ashamed of that. But I am trying to learn. And I'm getting better at it. And that's just part of who I am. And that is not something to be ashamed of. It's something to be proud of. It's something to be like, hey, you know what, I'm getting my master's degree, potentially a PhD, and, you know, one generation before mine, my grandparents could barely write. Their writing is very bad. My grandma only went through the 4th grade. So, and I'm also learning it's a tough balance because you have to learn how to both not be ashamed of where you come from, but also not feel like once you start doing better for yourself that you're any better than the people, than your ancestors. Because I think that's what a lot of people encounter, is that if they've ever been poor, once you become not poor, you judge everybody else. And I don't want to do that. I want to be able to feel comfortable talking with a little bit of a twang and using, talking the way I talk without trying to formalize myself and without trying to hide a little bit of the crazy wit. Not crazy wit, but we're rambunctious